Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine and doing great. Once again, I am in front of you all with common conceptual mistake which may be committed by any student while writing CA final financial reporting paper. I am happy that you are liking such type of video and you want more and more video on such type of concepts, and it is helping you a lot also. One of the doubt I received from one of the student. What is that doubt? Let's see. The doubt is from the topic Ind AS 28. In days 28, we all know that investment in associate and joint venture are recognized as per equity method in consolidated financial statement. The doubt is from one of the topic, that is discontinuation of equity method. Whenever we discontinue equity method, then what Ind AS 28 says that all the amount previously recognized in OCI need to be de-recognized. Means what will treatment for all the amount which is previously recognized in OCI. So what Ind AS 28 says, let's see what Ind AS 28 says. The doubt is from that this particular point, and of course this doubt is actually a common doubt which I am finding in almost all the students. So of course it will help you. This video is going to help you to clear this doubt. What they are saying, when an entity discontinue, just try to understand, when an entity discontinue the use of equity method. So when an entity will discontinue the use of equity method, when the investee has become subsidiary, so on the date when the control is obtained, then can you say equity method will be discontinued and Ind AS 103 will be applicable from this date, or it might happen that there is some partial disposal of shares or full disposal of shares, correct, now of investee. It might happen on partial or full disposal of investment, equity method need to be discontinued. Means if there is a partial disposal of investment, so whatever retained investment that is considered to be an other financial asset as per Ind AS 109, then we need to discontinue the equity method on that particular day. So on discontinuation of equity method, what need to be done for the amount which are previously recognized in OCI? Correct, that is the doubt. So what Ind AS 20 says, when an entity discontinue the use of equity method, the entity shall account for all the amount previously recognized in OCI, previously recognized in other comprehensive income in relation to that investment on the same basis as would have been required if the investee had directly disposed of the related asset or liability. For example, if suppose we have property, plant and equipment and we have revaluation surplus, correct now. So when PP is de-recognized, then revaluation surplus will be transferred to retained earning on disposal of such asset as per Ind AS 16. Suppose we have investment in that instrument and it has been measured under FBTOCI category, correct now. So on disposal of investment in that instrument, then all the FBOCI reserve, means all the accumulated gain or loss will be reclassified to PL as per Ind AS 109, correct. So what they said, in this case the accounting will be done on the same basis as would have been required if the investee had directly disposed of the related asset or liability. The doubt is that why we are de-recognizing such OCI component? Why we are de-recognizing such OCI component? Means to give you the proper answer, let me take one question, and that question is also very important from examination point of view. If you understand that question, this doubt will automatically over. So I am taking that question also so that we are practicing one expected question on this doubt. So what is that question? This is question number 11 from my question bank. If you are following my question bank, it is question number 11. However, you can find out the same question in ICA study material also. So you can see on 1st April 2016, the company PQR Limited acquired 30% of voting ordinary shares of company XYZ Limited for rupees 8,000 crore. 30% will give rise to significant influence, and therefore the investee will become an associate on this date. So Ind AS 28 will be applicable in the financial statement of PQR. PQR Limited account its investment in XYZ Limited by using equity method as prescribed under Ind AS 28. At 31st March 2017 year end, PQR Limited recognizes share of net asset changes using equity accounting as follows. So they will recognize share of profit or loss, they will recognize share in exchange difference OCI, they will recognize share of revaluation reserve of PP in OCI. So correct. So of course share in PL and share in OCI will be recognized. What is the journal entry for that? The journal entry will be that what will be journal entry for recognizing share in PL? That will be investment account debit to share in PL, and that share in PL will be transferred to retained earning. If we are recognizing share in OCI, the journal entry will be investment account debit to share in OCI, and share in OCI will be transferred to separate component of other equity. Correct now? Means if it is an exchange difference, so it will be transferred to FCTR. If it is revaluation is up, it will be transferred to revaluation surplus. So doubt is this only, what will be the accounting treatment when we discontinue equity method for this OCI component. Understood? You can see the carrying amount of the investment in the associate will become 8850. Initially it was 8000, then we'll add together this three with 700 plus 100 plus 50 plus, it will become 8850. So the carrying amount of investment in associate is 8850. Yes sir? Yes, sir. On 1st April 2017, PQI Limited acquired the remaining 70%. Means now control is obtained, therefore Investee will become a subsidiary. Therefore, on this date, Ind AS 103 will be applicable and Ind AS 28 need to be discontinued from this date. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The following additional information is relevant at that date. You can see the fair value of 30% interest already on. So it will be a step acquisition question. So the fair value of previously held equity interest is given. Fair value of INA is given 30,000. Correct. So what is actually the question? Let me explain you. Just try to understand. On 1st April 2016, they have acquired 30%. Yes, sir. And on which date? On 1st April 2017, they have acquired 70%. So initially it was an associate and now it becomes subsidiary. So from this date, Ind AS 28 will be applicable and it will be continued up to this date. Now on this date, Ind AS 28 will be discontinued and Ind AS 103 will be applicable. Ind AS 103 will be applicable. Now what Ind AS 103 says, that means what Ind AS 103 they say that this become the date of acquisition. Date of acquisition is the date when the control is obtained. Means we need to find out goodwill or gain on bargain purchase on this date. And on this date, previously held equity interest will be measured at fair value. Means there are 2 points. One is the discontinuation of equity method and one is what? Application of Ind AS 103 on this date. Means on the date when the control is obtained, we need to discontinue the equity method. So there are 2 points which will be applied on this date. I hope you are understanding. So can I say on 1/4, just try to understand. On 1/4/2016, will pass one journal entry investment in associate account debit to cash or bank, and they have purchased investment by paying a purchase consideration of 8,000. Correct? Yes sir. You can see 8,000 crore. Then on 31st March 2017, they will recognize share in PL. So what will be journal entry? Investment account debit to share in PL. Correct. Now share in PL from associate, means this journal entry we are doing in the books of investor, means in the books of PQI Limited. Correct? Yes sir. And can I say this will be transferred to retained earning? Then we'll also recognize to share in OCI from associate. So there are two OCI component to share in OCI from associate. So this will be transferred to FCTR. This will be accumulated in FCTR and this will be accumulated in revaluation surplus. Yes sir. What is the amount? Amount you can see from the question 700, 150. So it is 700, 150 and this become 850. So what is the carrying amount of investment as per Ind AS 28? It is 8850. So on this date, can I say investment will be 8850, and on the date when Ind AS 103 will be applicable, this will be remeasured at what? This will be remeasured at what fair value? So you can see 9,000 is the fair value. 9,000 is the fair value. I hope you are understanding. Correct now. It means now on 1/4/2017, we need to apply Ind AS 103. Correct now. So first we need to remeasure the carrying amount of investment to its fair value. So what journal entry will do? Investment will increase, investment will increase to its fair value, and this will be the gain on remeasurement, and gain on remeasurement will be transferred to PL. Correct now, means the gain on remeasurement will transfer to PL or OCI as the case may be. So of course if it is investment associate, so the gain will be transferred to PL because we are accounting it under equity method. Suppose this is accounted under FBTOCI, so gain would have been transferred to what? OCI. I hope you are understanding. If it is FBTPL, the gain would have been transferred to PL. But if it is accounted under equity method, the gain will be transferred to PL only. I hope you are understanding. Yes, sir. So you can see 9,000 minus 8850. It is what? 150 will be the gain. 150 will be the gain. Correct. Now we'll apply Ind AS 103. So on 1/4/2017, we'll apply Ind AS 103. So what journal entry will do? INA account debit. INA account debit to purchase consideration. So how much has been paid to acquire 70%? So you can see 70%. It has been acquired by payment of 25,000 in case cash. So 25,000. Yes, sir. And to investment will be de-recognized. So investment will be de-recognized at 9,000. So this is the discontinuation of equity method. You are de-recognizing the investment. So when you are de-recognizing the investment, so all the previously amount which has been recognized in OCI will be also de-recognized. I hope you understood this point. This point you need to understand. You are de-recognizing the investment. Correct now. You are de-recognizing the investment. Understood previously held equity interest. And you are recognizing the entire INA because the control is obtained from this date. So what Ind AS, what is the doubt? Why we are de-recognizing this share in PL, this share, this, why we are de-recognizing this share in OCI, share in OCI, FCTR and reserve and surplus? Why? Because what Ind AS 110 says means consolidated financial statement once the control is obtained, the total comprehensive income will be included in the consolidated financial statement from the date of acquisition. Means the total comprehensive income of this subsidiary will be included in the consolidated financial statement from the date of acquisition, means once the control is obtained. Therefore all the previously recognized OCI component need to be de-recognized and transferred to either PL or retained earning as the case may be. Understood this point? I hope you are understanding. So what is the journal entry? Means INA. What was the fair value of INA? Fair value of INA was how much? You can see the fair value of INA is 30,000. Yes, sir. So I am writing 30,000. So what is the value of goodwill? It become 25,000 plus 9,000 minus 30,000. So it means goodwill is equal to 4,000. Goodwill is equal to 4,000. Understood this point? Yes, sir. I hope you have understood. Now, what we'll do? We'll pass one more journal entry on this date. What journal entry will do? What journal entry will do? Key. First, there is what? Exchange difference, OCI component and revaluation surplus. One journal entry will do revaluation surplus account debit to retain earning, and that is I think 50 only. This is 50. And then on 1/4/2017 only, what journal entry will do? OCI FCTR, means it will be reclassified from OCI to PL. Understood? So OCI to PL, and from PL it will be transferred to retain earning. From PL it will be transferred to retain earning. Means when I am saying this also retain earning, this will be transferred to PL. From PL it will be transferred to retain earning. Okay, sir? Yes, sir. Understood this point? Have you understood? Means what is the total gain transferred to PL? The total gain transferred to PL will be what? The total gain which is transferred to PL will be 150 plus 100, means 250 is the gain transferred on discontinuation of equity method. This will be transferred to PL, and how much will be transferred retain earning? 50 will be transferred retain earning. I hope you are understanding. So what was the doubt? Doubt was that what will be the accounting treatment of the amount which was previously recognized in OCI? So of course it will be accounted on the same basis as we would have done if the assets and liability would have been separately de-recognized, means as per respective Ind AS, why we are doing so? Because Ind AS 110 says that total comprehensive income of subsidiary company will be recognized in the consolidated financial statement from the date of acquisition. Means whatever the previously recognized OCI component should be de-recognized. Correct now. and from this date the total comprehensive income will be included in the consolidated SOPL. Understood? I hope you have understood. Yes, sir. Correct. Understood? Okay, sir. Now, if you have any more doubt, you can mention in the comment box. I'll come out with that video also. I hope whatever I have said in this point, in this topic, you have understood. Thank you very much. Enjoy your remaining day. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your study. Enjoy your revision. All the best.